Howdy folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today with some more Murders at Karlov Manor draft. We're so close. We're so close. Hopefully be there by the end of this week. There's a temptation that I might even do a few doubled up drafts because I wanna brew before the next set comes out. Like, look, I'm looking forward to Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I'm looking forward to Tide Bones and all of that. But I want to do silly things with Doppelgang. I want all of my wild cards so I can make a couple of goofy decks and craft some, that life gain voice guy. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Today is Stonks Day, so pick up your free gold. Money's on sale. Bam! Alright. So, let's hop into a draft. Howdy, Aya. How's it going? I'm just about to fire up a draft because I'm very awake. Boom, 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 boom. Fill in the seats. I think that might be a disingenuous statement, especially with those ellipses. 4 hours of sleep is not a great time, but hopefully you can still do cool, fun things on 4 hours of sleep. I will say some of my best days were on that. Good. I've still had very good days on that much sleep, or even less, but those were usually very special competition days. But hopefully VR camp is still fun, even if more sleep is probably required. Discord anime for the first time, a new game. Discord anime? What? So help me if Discord is making an anime. Sorcery, the collecting. The best form of magic. Okay. Howdy, Nobo. Hope it's going well. Oh, watch an anime for the first time in a server. Gotcha. So fun group experience. Nice. This is kind of a tough first pack. Cryptex is not fantastic. We could go with Sumala Sentry. I think this is a very powerful card. But does kind of hem us in. Seasoned Consultant is also quite good and leaves us more open. But I kind of like taking the Sumala Sentry. I think there's also an argument for No More Lies. Honkai Star Rail. I've heard good things from some of my friends. But yeah, you know what? Sometimes staying up for a fun group experience like that is valid. I think we take the Sumala Sentry. It's, I think, the most powerful card in the pack, and we'll see where it goes. Oh! We can follow it up with a Delny. Interesting. So this makes it so that if we have little 2-power creatures or less, any ability they have gets double triggered, which is very nice. So this sort of powers up a lot of our small stuff. That said, I don't think it's actually probably that good in limited. There's not a lot of things that take huge advantage of that, and we've got a makeshift binding, which is like some of the best removal in its color, so I think we're going to take the makeshift binding. As much as that hurts. Case of the Crimson Pulse. Interesting. Ooh, Neighborhood Guardian. Fantastic 2-drop in white. YouTube channel of the developer team behind Rain World, a game I really like. They're going to drop a video titled Looking in an Hour. The game was last updated a year. Oh, you're ecstatic. Oh, and this is literally just because I know that I come across words that it's E-C-S-T-A-T. Oh god, I can't spell this early, but it's ecstatic, I think. But that's so cool. Getting presumably an update about a game that you love that hasn't had anything in a long while. That's so cool. I'm excited for you. I hope it lives up to what I'm assuming your expectations are. Falcon is interesting. All right. It's just making you fuzz out. I think we can take the Haas de Vigilante. It's not my favorite 5-drop, but it can certainly power up a team a little bit. We could also go for black-white, because I think that incentivizes power 2 or less a bit. Actually, yeah, let's take a Slimy Dual Leech, and let's see what we can do with that. Crovant. Oh my god, we can get a second one. Slimy Dual Leech, I think, is very powerful. I think it's a little slow, it's a little understated, but the fact that it gives Death Touch can make stuff very scary. Crovant Haunch and Museum Nightwatch, also both very good, but let's take the second Slimy Dual Leech. I haven't done a whole lot of black-white. Could take Murder. Could also take Defenestrated Phantom. And it feels like such a weird format where I look at Murder and I go, I think I'd prefer the Defenestrated Phantom. Murder is just one of those classic cards, right? Destroy target creature. But there's so many things that have Ward in this that sometimes you just don't want it. The update happened a year ago or so, added 6 new campaigns. Okay. Sorry, putting a pin in that, making sure I've got a card lined up. Essence of Antiquity is an interesting one. I haven't done a whole lot with it either. It's a very unique effect, but I think we go with the second Defenestrated Phantom. Case on the Burning Masks. Oh, we take a Seasoned Consultant, happily. Oh god, we're behind on our picks. Sorry, I will be reading your stuff. I also just need to make sure that I don't accidentally pass a pack without deciding what I want out of it. Okay. In recent not-so-big update, they fixed some bugs of the game by implementing some of the mods that the community made to fix the bugs themselves, kind of like Valve. That's cool. This also led to 90% of the workshop mods straight up not working anymore. Well, okay. It's still cool when something that is relatively large and official is willing to take community work on board to try and improve it. Which I know is, on the one hand, it's like, well, laziness or whatnot, but that's, I think, important. No! No. We can't splash that. We aren't that committed to black, right? Ezrim is just so fantastic. I think we take Ezrim here. I don't think there's a world in... I mean, it's pack 2. We've only got 3 black cards. They're kind of good, but this is just a massive bomb. I think we go with it. Probably fix it at some point, hopefully. And you're tired on 4 hours of sleep? I never would have guessed. Big sarcasm. Again, it sounds like it was hopefully worth it. Okay, yeah, I think we take Ezrim, and we go from here. Krenko's Buzz Crusher. Okay. Yes. I too am used to this stage and not a big fan of it. I think that was one of my least favorite parts about high school, was the fact that I was typically getting like 5 or 4 hours of sleep per night. Projector Inspector, I think, is decent and a detective and rounds out our blue a bit. Okay, Granite Witness, absolutely fantastic. We can make this work. Anything for you, Ezrim. Assemble the Players is interesting. But we do have a Private Eye, and I think Private Eye is just strictly better. Like, this does allow for potential card advantage, but it's kind of weird to slot in, and we've got a number of things that are more than power 2. Only mod that appeared like grayed out in my mod menu on the game was a mod that made the Slug Pups, baby version of the character that you control, that you can take as your child during the game, have more variety, as in they have the abilities of the other campaign's characters, which was pretty cool. Huh. Sounds like a neat and versatile little thing. Hunted Bone Brute, intriguing. In either, I think Surveillance Monitor is probably decent. It's something, even if you don't get multiple collect evidence things off of it, it's, it makes a 1/1 flyer. And it's a detective. I think that is very reasonable. Case of the Stashed Skeleton. How's that going this late? However, I do think we take the Unauthorized Exit as a sort of soft removal tempo play. Ooh. I don't know if we'll have enough to make Jaded Analyst work, so it might be a second Unauthorized Exit, but I'm likely to cut that. So I think we take this as a potential 2-drop. Aquatic Pup had the abilities of the Rivulet, who is like really fast and breathes underwater. Okay. Aww. Cute. Yeah, we'll take a third Defenestrated Phantom. It's not exactly what I want in that slot, but it's not the worst. Merfolk Advisor, but it can gain unblockable? No. It's either No More Lies or the Griffknot Tracker. I think I'm more predisposed towards the creature. Branch of Idugazi, we maybe play. Characters you control are called Slug Cats. Aw. That sounds like an adorable thing that you would see as like a mascot in an anime. Well, happy to be a place where you can feel good killing time. As long as it's not like a physical manifestation of time, because then I assume there's some sort of strange legal liability. I don't know how that one works out if you're just like in chat murdering Kronos. I guess Zeus got away with it. Or did he? Oh no, my Greek mythology is so effed up. I can't remember, because Kronos killed Oranos, but then did they actually kill Kronos? Or did they just imprison him in Tartarus? Oh, things that I will need to go look up. Holdatha Rebirth. This pack does not have a great amount for us. Second case of Stashed Skeleton. So if we were in black, we'd be very happy. But we are not. I guess we can take Auspicious Arrival. It's a combat trick, provide a little variety, but yeah, I don't think we're playing an off-color Dog Walker. Hustle and Bustle, I don't think works well for us. Yeah, that's a little rough. We definitely need better 2-drops. Intrude on the Mind, I think, is a pretty decent high curve card. Cold Case Cracker, I would also really like, but it's a 5-drop, instant speed that can make a creature and also draw some cards. I think that's highly reasonable. Also, it's a mythic. Yay! Okay. Yep, we will take it. Illicit Masquerade, not really all that great, but Crime Stopper Sprite, we do like. It's a detective that offers some good tempo plays, which means that you have to take care of a literal baby that you also have to feed, and food is not abundant. The thing about the game is that to save the game, you need to 1, find shelter, and 2, have a minimum number of food pips to rest. Ooh. So you can't sort of save cheese and, figure it out offline. You've got to get to a good enough point so that when you sign off, things are still okay. Wow, okay. Ooh. You're not top of the food chain. Damn. I think Cold Case Cracker over the Museum Night Watch, but I would also be very happy to see a Museum Night Watch. Some more 2-drops. Come on, 10th District Hero. We could surely get that pick 5. Oh no. Very different from what we're used to in real life, which is kind of fun. We might actually play a Thinking Cap. We've got quite a few detectives, right? 10? I think that's reasonable enough. Case of the Crimson Pulse. Ooh, we take another Granite Witness here. I want to be taking more rares, but I also need to actually build a good enough deck that we can chain together multiple drafts. Okay. You can do make your move. Look, we're in playables. I think we actually cut a phantom for the agency outfitter, because it's a detective and can fetch the thinking cap, even though it's a little less versatile. Ooh, we actually get choices. Protection or a counterspell? I think we take the counterspell. I think we cut Jaded Analyst, even though that kind of puts our 2-drop creatures, but we aren't getting a whole lot of card draw. Magnifying Glass, we might consider. Returns to the last shelter you slept on and levels you down 1 level. Oh my god, okay. If you gain 1 karma level to pass through at certain loading points. Ooh, Wrench is actually nice. Also lose the level. That sounds hardcore. Which is, it's interesting to make that part of, an intrinsic part of the game. That's always something that I find to be a very interesting tension in game design, is creating unique experiences that are sometimes tough, and accessibility, right? So it's interesting to see the games that are intentionally not really for everyone, because they aren't going to necessarily fit everyone's needs. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Because I don't think you should lock yourself out of some interesting experiences just because there are going to be some people it doesn't appeal to. So, interesting. Let's also get the Wrench in here just for consideration purposes. T-Crit. Ooh, yeah, we're a little heavy on non-creature. Wrench is really good, but probably cut at least 1 combat trick, and I think it's Auspicious Arrival. And Due Diligence can be really nice and aggressive, but it doesn't fit into our curve well, so I think we nix that. Yeah. I think we try it like this. This is weaker than I was thinking, but we'll give it a shot. Let's find out. Nothing in my board that I'm missing. Nope. We've got 2 objectively very powerful cards. We've got some good synergy, just a little slower than I think we'd like to be. Come on, Ezrim, don't be on vacation. Expedition mode that just basically drops you in a completely random shelter and you have to complete tasks in the least amount of days possible, and if you die at the minimum level, it's permadeath, and you start at level 1 in each expedition. Woof! Bosrock M. Again, sounds interesting and tough. Oh, this is a sketchy keep. We need a 3rd land, but I think we can try it. Literally said, now this is surviving. Jeez. Okay, we've got 2 more turns to draw land. Hey, also a thinking cap, but I think we're in colors to better take advantage of it. Blue-red, it can work. Hey, Seasoned Consultant, 1 turn behind, but we can play and equip, which I kind of like. Also makes it a little harder for the blue-red deck to deal with. Every creature has one of the best AIs in gaming history. Okay. So, actually worked on making the stuff interact well. Neat. Okay. We draw a land, which I like. I think we just grant it Witness and pass the turn. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. We could make your move the thinking cap potentially. I don't think that's the best use of it, but it is a use. Rare land. Their mana base is so much better than ours. They're monkey-looking fellows that can friend or fight. Scavs usually have a toll in almost every area, basically a gate that you need to pay to pass. Okay. I'll try blocking the innocent bystander. Just give them money. Heck yeah. Okay, concealed weapon. So they're very equipment heavy. I'm kind of okay with that, though. Like, I think that was kind of... I mean, fundamentally, we were still just trading a 2-drop for a 2-drop, and that spent their entire turn disguising this out because it guarantees my ability to flip it face up next turn, and then we've got 2 4-power flyers, which is going to be hopefully a lot, with some good interaction to try and force through the last bits of damage. Friending people by just giving them money. I mean, it would presumably work, right? Not sure how deep the friendship would go, but... I think that's a fairly big problem, so I will take the trade. Plus, we still got to get an attack out of it. Oh, interesting. The, Krenko, because it's whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard, not just destruction. Oh. Auto mod sometimes is goofy. To make lots of signs with their hands to you and each other. If they point at you with their stick, they are telling other scavs, yo, yo, what's that enemy? They raise their stick above their head, they're saying, if you don't leave right this second, I will kill you. Oh, interesting. So they've actually got, like, a somewhat well-defined sort of body language that you can pick up on. That's really cool. I like holding up make your move so that we can hopefully answer something, especially if they equip it, we can just kill the creature, and then that leaves up Crime Stopper Sprite for a tempo play if they actually play a creature. Hoping they can't kill our 5/5. Guess this also exposes us less to, like, ill-timed explosion. Mistway Spy. Okay. So presumably equip concealed weapon. Kylox. Oh no, and it's got Ward 2! Okay. I cannot kill that on my turn. I never thought I'd actually see that in a draft. And they don't do the thing. It's got a high enough ward, we couldn't have just killed it. I think we kind of need to just kill it, even though they get to chump this turn. Because this sacrifice any number of other creatures, then exile. I mean, that is just a very big body that I can see very bad things happening with. I think we pass, though. This is okay. Like, I'd like them to spend mana on it. If they trust you enough, you can pick up their stuff and they won't get angry. If they really trust you, they will follow around, attack creatures that try to kill you. And if they really, really trust you, they will go to sleep with you in your shelter. The shelter is basically just a bit bigger than you, and scavengers are 2 times your size and usually come in 4, so it will get crammed. Well, it's nice if they can feel comfortable. Being asleep around someone is a very vulnerable position. It's only other creatures, so I feel comfortable trying to do it once they attack. If this is a counterspell, it sucks, and maybe that was a reason not to, but I think there were a number of situations where we got a lot more value out of that. Okay, Burden of Proof is some nice interaction. This is not a detective, so do not enchant our own creature. I think we do run out the Agency Outfitter. Every shelter personalizes, and each one of them are themed and uniquely designed. Neat! Things that add extra... like, extra, depth to the environment, I guess, would be the way to phrase that, are very cool. What you got, opponent? Oh, ill-timed explosion. Do they have a 5-drop? I did mention it. This is gonna suck if they can kill them both. We still do have a backup creature. It's just one we would like to hold on to a bit. Oh, this makes me nervous. Oh, they do have the 5-drop. Oh, no! I still think it was a good idea to play that out because it gives us access to, makes it harder if they get single target removal. And I will happily run out the Neighborhood Guardian and equip it, because the Crime Stopper sprite can tap stuff down, so I think we hold on to it, because I think that we get a bigger chance of being able to just kill them by holding on to it. I think. I assume they have something. Well, we attack. Okay, they tap it down. Now we will play out the sprite, so that we actually have something on the battlefield that can attack next turn. It's going to be tougher for them. Okay. We're both just sort of... I'm trying to top deck something that can get through that they can't interact with, and they are digging deeper trying to find things to hold us off each turn. This is nice because if they try and kill it with a damage-based spell, we can make it bigger. Okay. Their own Agency Outfitter. We can either shrink it or make our thing bigger, but that is tough. There's a reason why I want to hold on to this to try and force through damage. They might stabilize. Although they equip here, and then we get to attack in, make our thing bigger, and kill it. I think is how that's going to play out. Ugh. Unless they equip with that, in which case we'd have to be trading them, but I think we still do. Interesting, okay, they went for the Gear Drake instead. So hopefully this will be a complete blowout. Scavs can start to hate you if you just don't pay the tolls and just pass through them, or if you kill them, usually when you kill them. Yeah, I can see how that might contribute to it. Okay, we buff up the Neighborhood Guardian. We've got more diverse threats. They board wiped us once already, and we're still fighting on through. They're going to try and trade. We make the sprite bigger, because that also makes it harder to kill with a Wrath. Okay. Okay. Yep, and they can make a big Gear Drake, but We have 3 lethal threats. I'm feeling stress in the pit of my stomach. Oh, we're so close to killing them. Just let us murder you. Let us kill you like Novo is killing time. Please. Oh my god, and they have the blockers. Okay. We could draw a bounce spell? We could draw unauthorized exit. Like, we have things that can help us power through. It's just, one of the campaigns where you place a slug cat that has explosive powers, you are always public scav enemy number 1, and you cannot recover the friendship ever. No! This is making me want to play a game that I used to play when I was younger called Freelancer, which had a very, very detailed, like, factional system, and you were just a freelance pilot flying around and getting to interact with pirates and outcasts, as well as various police forces and whatnot that had different, different opinions. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't think it's on a disc, because it was a quote-unquote older game. I don't know if there's a digital version of it, but I could probably go find an external hard drive. What they do when they don't like you? If you don't pay the tolls and just pass through. Huh? I've got Cool Mod that still makes it work every shelter personalized, and then I've got Scavs. I've got if they do like you, if they trust you and all that, and then the signs about the enemies. I'm sorry, I'm apparent. Huh. I have not seen something specifically about what happens if they don't like you. Apparently not. Sorry. Oh, wait, shoot. This is lethal because we can use that to tap down their flyer? No, it's not pure lethal, but... Okay. Because now we can turn this face up, we tap their flyer, then we swing out. They make it bigger, but it's still fundamentally just tapped, and we've got him. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. That was a game. All right, 1 win under our belts. We need at least 1 more to be able to draft again. But okay, our deck can do cool tempo-y things, even if it maybe stumbles a bit in the early game. Which is not the greatest for tempo, but... Next opponent, Yodfilt. They're in diamond. No! Oh, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop? Maybe. Scavs don't trust you. They will throw rocks and sticks at you to make you go away. Oh, like you're a stray dog from, like, Victorian novels? Okay. I like drawing the land. They hate you, they will always attack you on sight. Fair enough. Like, that seems like a fairly reasonable response. They really hate you. Congratulations, you are public enemy number 1, and Scavs are now sending a killing squad to your location. Ah, that seems suboptimal. Oh, we would really like 1 more land for Ezrim next turn. I think we surveillance monitor, even though we don't get to collect evidence. I like the 3/3 body more than the granite witness for the moment. Because I'm guessing this is a detective they can turn face up to buff it, so I don't want to block with the granite witness. Guess we might even want to hold off a turn on Ezrim, just to make sure we can protect it. Not a dog walker. I'll try blocking like so. Actually, I'll double block in case it's the +2/+2 combat trick. Normally spawn there or not, there will be a squad of 3 to 5 scavs looking for you. Oh dear. Okay. Museum Night Watch does do it. Here I think I will run out the Granite Witness. We would really like more land. So help me if they play an Ezrim. Face down card, okay. Bounce are okay, fair enough, and it buffs that up. Then this gets to attack as if it had 3 power, so we just block here probably. We are rough. Secret rooms in some areas. Tons of sticks, bombs, and sticks with bombs. It's kind of rad. Even though we don't get a lot of value out of this, I think developing this out so that we can make our stuff bigger fairly cheaply, it's not a bad idea. So like we want land, so we can Granite Witness equip and then Ezrim hold up protection. Double Detective, so we can't block in the air. That's rough. I mean, we can block in the air, but... Okay, we block here, and I think we try trading at this point. They've got a combat trick, otherwise they wouldn't have made that attack. Okay. I think they did what we were trying to do, but better. We can destroy and equip. We equip, we're still taking a lot of damage, but... Yep, we will try it like so. Reasonable chance that we are simply dead. If we draw land, we could Granite Witness and then tap something. So what we do is we block here. Explosives like that, the Artificer, that all scavs hate forever, cannot raise their karma. They are stuck at level 1 unless they get a corpse of a scav. With a corpse of a scav, they can use the scav's karma, which depends on the scav you pick up, to trick the karma gates into thinking they have a higher karma. They had the combat trick. Yep, not much we could do. I think we had a sick curve, we just didn't draw that extra land we needed, and they were able to apply more consistent pressure. Ooh, that was not great. But it's what our deck likes to do, so fair enough, we take our lumps. But yes, using one of their corpses to intriguing. Makes me think a little bit of the first time I ever heard about like fingerprint recognition. My first thought was, that's not making it more secure, that just makes it so now they want my thumb rather than having to torture the information out of me. Just, if you present the dead body, everything will be fine. You can make them think that everything's chill. And hopefully you don't need to sort through too many to get the right karma. And to think you have max karma possible and letting you pass the end room, but no one can trick Jerry. No one. Well, good for Jerry. Le Quiet. We need to mulligan this. We do not have good color distribution. Oh my god, really? Well, I don't think we're winning this game because I think we need to mold a 4 just so we can get both colors. Make your move goes away. Cold Case Cracker goes away. Oh, that's bad. And now we're just going to rip lands. Or we don't rip any lands and no 2-drops. Yes, hello. I'm on 5, so you should be very happy right now. Okay. Lets you ascend into heaven in the other campaigns when you have max karma, but the Artificer can't trick Jerry and he'll just leave the Artificer in the middle of the void. Woof. I think we Private Eye so that we can potentially disguise something and equip next turn. Oh, and they're binding. Although we can bind their oh wait, no, it's only a creature. Never mind. Rough. Okay. We'll disguise out the Granite Witness, since we can turn it up and equip next turn. But cost 2. Market Watch Phantom. Alright. Yep. We're just gonna do that. So that we can equip for 1. Krovod Haunch is annoying, but then we can bounce stuff, but we are low on land, low on cards, low on everything. The Saint has you playing as a little fellow with a tongue that can use to fling between buildings like the iconic comic character Spider-Man. With their tongue? Please no. Okay. So we could bounce something, but I think we actually just makeshift binding the Woyek Investigator. As we gain some life, it's a more permanent removal. We get to smack in. Okay. We're not out of the game, we're just not doing great. We could bounce our own creature. I don't think that's super efficient, but let's run out the Hasta Vigilante, and we will see. Like, we can bounce and replay it in the same turn. Yep, equipping the Haunch. We do not block that, since they can just equip. The Saint campaign also twists the concept of the name of the game. You see, it's called Rain World because at the end of each day, instead of night, the rain comes, and the rain hits you like a bullet at 5 speed in the head. Oh! That is somewhat intense, one might say. Massive snowstorm of equal danger. Okay. I'm doing this so that we can actually grow our Phantom a bit and hold up interaction. We can't interact with the warded creature, unfortunately, but... Okay, trading 4 for 4. There's also a chance that I just bounce the Granite Witness. Okay. Because, like, if they try and turn this face up, that could actually be pretty devastating. Oh, god, they have Ezrim? Well, we can bounce it this turn. Before the ability triggers. Wrench. Don't think Wrench is good enough. Land certainly isn't, but... Because it can gain vigilance. Okay, so... Nothing that can fully pump this out of its range. We can't equip it to... Okay. Oh, what a charming opponent. Temperature mechanic. Insane. Each day doesn't have a time limit. The snowstorm just gets extremely furious as time goes on, making you colder fast. Of course, there's some items that warm you up and all that. Makes sense. I think we attack and try... They need to block. Unless they can Market Watch Phantom as a chump blocker. They'll gain some life, but then we will get to collect evidence. Unless they've got a combat trick. Okay. That happens. Now we get to essentially scavenge, away our Phantom. And now Detective Eeg. Second Market Watch Phantom, which triggers the first. Meet Echoes. They raised your max karma, so at the start of your limit of max karma is 5, but you meet the Echoes, you unlock more levels until level 10. Okay. We will not block. Oh, Intrude on the Mind is actually pretty darn fantastic. We can't play it and equip there, but I think we'll make the attack, grow the Thopter so it can trade with one of these. This is nerve-wracking. Now, the Saint reaches the max level possible, they become God. Like, I'm not even joking. They can fly and kill any enemy with their mind. Nice. So this hopefully helps us restock our hand. Okay. If we actually get to kill this, I feel pretty decent. Bubble Smuggler. Okay, that is rough. That is really rough. As you killing Jerry. Okay. Well, we can at least chump with the Thopter. And then make that bigger. Yep, I think we lost this game. Unless we pull our own Ezrim and some removal. I was gonna say, you attack with both. So that's not super effective against the Bubble Smuggler. So I think what we do is we do a 1-4 split. So if they give us this card... Oh, wait, no. Then they want to... Yeah, wait. So it chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. For each one in your graveyard this way. So this would make a 1-1, give us a lot of lands. But it also gives us a Neighborhood Guardian. No, we do it like this. So then they want to give us the Neighborhood Guardian. Where's the karma? Meeting Lore Have Guy. 5 pebbles. He has a machine built by the humans who are now dead. Okay, we get a 1-1 to chump with. And then Bert, sorry, I'm focusing on the game a little bit. This is a very interesting choice. So we pass the blockers. We have to chump there. Then this can make that a 2-2, so we aren't doing that, but we can use that to shrink down the Vigilante. Intriguing. I'll just read that. I am trying to keep the swearing a little down. 5 Pebbles says, GTFO of my house and go meet Jerry and die and gives you 10 karma instantly. 5 Pebbles sees a machine built by the humans who are now dead, designed to discover a way to die for real. Respawning is canon in the world. Intriguing. It'll be very strange to know that you could physically respawn. A bit like with Undertale, right? Becoming cognizant of the fact that becoming cognizant of the fact that people are determined, right? Okay. Just drown in the void where Jerry is? Gotcha. Do we have any way out of this? Like, we have to leave everything back on blocks. We could attack for 2, but that doesn't make a big difference. We could double block? I guess we can make this a 6-7, so that... Oh, wait. Okay, they make 2 1-1s. Oh, they don't because they tapped wrong? We've got a chance. Because, yeah, we can Burden of Proof, make this a 6-7, which can just block the Bubble Smuggler. We're still kind of screwed in the air, but your ego was great enough, you will still respawn. That is what echoes are, failed dead people that respond as weird god things. Ooh, dear. Oh, and Ezrim would be so good right now. Oh, shoot. Okay, so they get to bounce our biggest thing. Wait, they're bouncing our Thopter? Okay. That is bad for the long term, but if they attack this turn, we get to just kill it, right? Okay, that was good. Okay. I was meeting Jerry in the Void. Is that anything you carry on your hand disintegrates? Strange, okay. Did we bottom Ezrim? No, it was a cold case cracker. Jeez, okay. So what do we tap here? I think we tap down the Market Watch Phantom because it has a chance to fly, and we have the most difficulty with that. Wrench and the Vigilante. We get a Thopter, which is great. I guess we can double block. So, actually, we tap down the Hotshot Investigators. Okay, we end the turn. Oh, I guess I could have attacked there, because then we can re-equip to the Seasoned Consultant for blocks. We really need Ezrim. Oh god, okay. Make your move. Okay, that is bad. No, we need to block the Market Watch Phantom. At least this way we only kill one thing. We'll still have 1 life, unless they have Combat Trick. We are what our previous opponent in our first game was. Just clinging to life. Okay. That's not gonna do it. We can equip here so that we can block there and then chump. I'm explaining Rain World lore in the most terrible order possible. That seems to always be the case whenever you try and explain something that you love that the other person has 0 context for. Oh, God. Okay, so they do that, so both of them kill it. And now even Ezrim doesn't save us. Another robot that can read special pearls with messages in them called Looks to the Moon. In almost every campaign, she is on the brink of death. This is because a long time ago, when she was still up, she couldn't use water to cool... Well, I need to concede that... that blows. Long time ago, couldn't use water to cool off like a PC because 5 pebbles drank more water than he was supposed to. Water hog. Oh, this sucks. Come on, 2 more wins. They had to have Ezrim. Moon DM Pebbles on Discord, just like IRL. This is very annoying. Pebs got mad at her and drank more water. Woof dog. Don't make me mulligan another hand. This is brutal. We ship off the monitor, and we just hope. Keep being on the draw and having to mulligan. This is... ugh. No breaks to be had. Play something really good that we can makeshift binding. If not, we probably disguise Granite Witness and then hope that we get to flip it up and equip Wrench next turn. No blocks. Okay. We cannot binding that, so we play this. It pumps up to a 3/3. We'll take a swing. Hooah! Eventually Moon falls and Peps is like, whoopsies, and in almost every campaign she shows different emotions towards this. Some he's sad and wants to help, and others she's still angry she DM'd him. Nice. Oh, lifelink. Big tempo swing. Hey, there's an Ezrim. Wouldn't it be nice if we got... Be really nice if we got another land. I'm going to equip the Neighborhood Guardian, and then attack with both, and then I'll flip up on their turn to tap down the Savior. Spearmaster, this campaign happens way in the past when the moon isn't dead yet, but it's about to be. Oh, long goodbye. Opponent having such mana efficiency. Oh, and oh god. I needed to do it earlier to actually tap it down. And we can't tap this down because of the ward. That was stupid! Deliver a message to tell Pebs to stop messing with the water sent by another robot from the continent. Oh my... I am having a time. We equip there. Got a removal spell? No. Okay. I really screwed up with this. I untapped their... I didn't tap their creature like I was planning on, so I took an extra 2 damage, they gained an extra 2 life, and then I did it late and untapped it for them. And now they get to bounce my creature. Jesus Christ. Losing badly. Mostly my own fault in this case. Essentially. Bounce is how we describe, like, returning something to an opponent's hand. So, they've got it in play, and then we bounce it back to hand, so they have to replay it. Basilica Stalker. Well, hopefully we could makeshift binding, but then we aren't doing much else, so I think what we have to try and do is hope that they don't draw a removal spell, run out Ezrim, and see if we can stabilize that way. I hate doing that, though. So, alternatively, we makeshift binding, we gain 2 life, so we buy ourselves an extra turn, and then we equip the wrench, which allows us to attack kind of with impunity and still block. I think that's better, and then we just need to draw 1 more land, and then we've got a big creature that we can protect and potentially regain some life with. Fun campaign, but I like spoiled the entirety of the game before playing because, yeah, I can get that. Sometimes it's just too interesting. Okay, we can deal with that. And we draw the extra land. Okay. This is potentially salvageable. If this is a counterspell, I cry. Don't be a counterspell. Okay. Okay. Because now we can give this... Now we can give this hexproof in response to stuff. And lifelink. Okay. Counterspell? Yes. Counterspell, I should enunciate. If I attack, I might end up just trading this for the 3-2 that doesn't always get to attack, so we will hold off. We would also be able to equip Ezrim with the wrench to give it vigilance, so that we can actually start chipping in for damage, which would be good. I think we actually, yeah, we want 1 more land so that we can equip wrench. I guess we can disguise the Granite Witness, which wouldn't be bad. That gives us an additional combat trick, potentially. We are not winning this game, but we are further from losing it than we were. Yeah, and they're milling counterspells, or not counterspells, but removal spells that simply don't deal with Ezrim. Devs on Twitter are completely insane. They did something crazy. They gave a furry suit to Feist Pebbles. People in Twitter were dropping their jaws to the floor. It was a joke. It was a really good one. We appreciate when people can have fun, commit to bits, and so on. Okay. Wrench goes on Ezrim. So now, Ezrim has Vigilance. Ezrim attacks. Opponent thinks. This is fair. I would also be thinking. We then are going to disguise out the Granite Witness, and we will not turn it face up this turn unless we absolutely have to. There's a hidden campaign in the game. It is a troll campaign. Every day starts with a shelter failure. This means you wake up in the middle of the rain. Oh, which hits you very hard. Every enemy spawn is a harder version of that enemy. Yikes. Okay, so they're bouncing my removal spell? Interesting. So they get the Basilica Stalker back, but that means we also get to replay it and regain some life? Okay. Good thing that we were leaving up hexproof. Okay. They can attack through with 2 things, but... yeah, we are not. So we can makeshift binding. I'd kind of like to hold on to that and just, like, replay Cold Case Cracker. So what I'm going to do is tap down the Sanguine Savior. Going to attack with just Ezrim. Big Vigilant Flying Boy. Nice. And then we run out a Cold Case Cracker. We're building up layers of defense, slowly but surely. Like, I would love to get some lifelink from this Ezrim, but I think making sure they can't interact with it is way more important. Okay. Oh, and now we can bounce their stuff? That's good. Oh, the areas, there's a new variation of a lizard, which is the most common enemy. The train lizard is faster than you, has better vision than you, and will insta-kill you if it bites you. The train lizard replaces every enemy spawn in the area that they are in. Oh dear. So now I think we binding the stalker again. We gain some more life. We're holding up interaction as well as being able... I do think we attack with both because it will... does it change the clock? It does potentially change the clock. We attack with both. We've got several layers of interaction here. Locking there. And then if they've got like toxin analysis to give death touch, we can bounce the savior. I thought it might be that. Okay, because yeah, that's a pretty good way to kill Ezrim, is not actually interacting with Ezrim itself. Don't have to go through that area, but the other option is taking a roundabout and going through like 3 areas. Gotcha, so it's kind of the best way. Or it's a way that you would prefer to go if not for the lizards. Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Okay. This is still okay because we have lethal in the air. So what we do, we let them draw 2 cards because they only have 1 blue up. I mean, this is a good splash for them, but we just let them draw 2 cards. Yep, nope. We let them draw 2 cards, and then we get to attack with Ezrim and then tap Ezrim aggressively. And we just attack with all of our flyers. We do the aggressive wrench tap. And we hit for lethal. Oh, okay. The area, which is called the Industrial Complex in every other campaign, is actually just very easy in general. Okay. Okay. We got 2 wins. 2 wins means we get to do another draft. However, it will still hurt a lot. Thank you. That was... sorry, lots of thinking. If we get 1 more win, we're feeling a lot better, because then we get, like, draft the second, yes. We're trying, basically, what we're trying to do, we've been drafting since February, and you get booster packs for winning drafts. I've been saving up every booster pack, because, essentially, when you open the booster packs, you're guaranteed to not get duplicates of cards that you already have 4 of, since you can only own maximum 4 copies of a card. So we're saving them up, and we're so close to being able to basically just fill out the rest of the set. We're like 3 to 4 drafts away. we really want to win the next game. I mean, we would love to win the next 5, but if we win the next game, we go from getting back 250 out of the 1,500 gems that we paid in to getting 1,000 out of those 1,500, which is the biggest jump. So hopefully, we can make that happen. We've been having some kind of bad luck. That game, we kind of got rescued, so I will not complain too much. Pretty much, yeah. Because the drafting, since it's basically the drafting, there's no sort of duplicate protection. So you could get like 15 copies of the same rare across drafts. But they're a better value than just straight up buying packs. So you draft them, you try and collect as many rares as possible, and you accumulate the booster packs, and then you hit like that critical point where you've already taken enough rares out of the drafts, and you've saved up enough booster packs that, yeah, it fills in all of those things. So, yeah. We're getting close. Oh, you lost at Mafia? You know, at least I think Mafia is still a fun game to just participate in. It's time? Alright. Hope the stream goes well, Nobo. Or the video. I think we can keep this. It's a little awkward. We don't have a 2-drop, but we've got things we can disguise out and work with. Mafia D&D or something? Mafia D&D, okay. So, Assassin's Guild and, Harper's, I guess? Ooh, okay, No More Lies is not bad, so we can counter their turn 2 play. Rolled dice, intriguing. We 100% counter that. For outcomes? Oh, instead of just pure choosing? Intriguing. That was a pretty good thing to counter. We would love some more land. Alley Assailant. I think it's more efficient for us to run out our second disguised creature and just hope we draw another land. We can, like, do 2 things in a turn. Extract a Confession. I think we sacrificed the Defenestrated Phantom. Oh, shoot. Okay, so they just wiped our board. Rough. Oh, we really need more lands. Okay. That does sound like an interesting and fun way to do Mafia. No blocks. Okay. Neighborhood Guardian. Wrench it up. Attack. Okay. If we draw another land, we can Ezrim, and hopefully they don't kill it like they've killed every other thing we have. Okay. That is spooky. If we draw land, we might be okay. We might be okay. Now the question... do we run out Ezrim and possibly just get it killed? Or do we Hazda Vigilante? Because there's no guarantee we draw land next turn. It's a, like 50-50 chance. I think we can survive one more turn taking beats in the air, so I'm gonna try this. Was it good news? Nice! That's so cool. I hope it's a fun one. Oh, and we drew the extra land. Okay. Okay. We will attack in. Actually, we can try attacking with everything. No, we don't want to do that, but we can attack with both of these since only one thing gets tapped. I'm kind of okay if we trade that way. The Watcher, it's called. They didn't show gameplay. Wonder how it will play. Dunno, but sounds intriguing. Oh, yep, they get to investigate, but that's alright for now. Persuasive interrogators. Okay. Oh god, so they might be able to poison us out? Yikes. Neon black skin and a big white eyes. He is really watching. Can't wait for the theories to pop up. I like pop up. That sounds neat. I'm glad for you. So we equip Ezrim. God, this is going to give them so many clues. This is rough. We need to find a removal spell for the persuasive interrogators. Otherwise, every creature we kill turns into essentially a fifth of our life total. Okay. We might need to crack clues to survive rather than to protect Ezrim. Okay. Makes them tapped. Cold case cracker. Okay. So there is a chance that they're able to basically, like, just kill us. With those persuasive interrogators. Yep. I'm going to try digging one card deeper. Nope. We will hold case cracker. And next turn, we... So, if they have one more clue to sacrifice, they can't do it all in one turn. They could. But, like, we are closer to death than we would like to be by a significant margin. Because it would also make it so they could attack with the Homicide Investigator, and then we wouldn't be able to block it. Because then they would get the last clue they needed to kill us. Okay. We can attack in the air because it doesn't trigger off of non-token. We attack with both. Makes sense. We will crack one clue, because we can still sacrifice the wrench if needs be, even though we like the benefit it gives us. Okay. Crime Stopper Sprite is going to tap something down. And I think we tap down their bat. Because then, if they don't kill us next turn, it's a lot more likely that we get to kill them. Oh, this is rough. We're totally winning on board, but Persuasive Interrogators, they've got enough clues that we are in big trouble. Because, like, if they can sacrifice something, we're dead. They got it. Oh, that is so rough. Yeah, I don't think we have anything that can interact. Yep. You know, good for them. Oh, that is very rough. Yeah, Still had fun, even though that sucked. Ugh. Watcher looks like he might be as powerful as Saint or similar, because in the ending art they showed he is floating mid-air. Gotcha. Flying powers. Okay, well, let's pop that into our draft calculator and cry a little. So we got 1 mythic, 1 rare, 2 wins, 3 losses. Okay. So 3.4 drafts left? No. Okay. Ugh. We had some pretty painful luck. Hopefully we were just working it out. But we've got enough, we can draft again. I might end up drafting. No, I'll just do it tomorrow since we're kind of scrimping by. Because then we can save up more gold. Yeesh. Okay. Well, I need to get 2 more daily wins to maximize our gold, so let's just do 2 quick timeless games, because there's a lovely little midweek magic event. Death's Shadow was fun. So rough, but we live to draft another day. Mr. Dumas. Definitely what the name is meant to be. Okay, we can Darcy. So named Dragon Raid's Channeler, aka DRC, which then becomes Darcy. Howdy, Pitta. Just playing a couple of quick games of the midweek magic event because we had some interesting luck in our draft. Before we take a break, eat some breakfast, and then come back at 2 for Baba. How's it going? Okay. We will crack. We'll get a Blood Crypt. Just woke up. I think that's a good place to be in the day. Lots of lovely potential stretching out before you. We'll ship that to the bottom. Let's take a look at what our opponent has going on. There are some images on Steam. Nice. Lightning Bolt. Okay. It's in the desert. So the Watcher in the desert. Rain in the desert is interesting, so I'm curious how a game based around rain is going to handle that. Okay, so 1 campaign, but lots of new areas. Ah, they are on Titan. Dun dun dun. Yes, yes, making sure we can't counter your giant. Hopefully we can unholy heat it. So we have land and artifact, so if we can get sorcery and instant, but we only have instants. We could also get a creature, I suppose. We will crack this for a blue. Probably Watery Grave. No, we have more red, so let's get Steam Vents. Pay 2 life, because we want our life total low for when we hopefully draw a, Death Shadow, the name card of the deck. Because it's a card that gets bigger the lower your life total is. Okay. I think we just pass. Okay. They aren't giving us stuff to interact with, and we have a very interaction-heavy hand. We'll pay 2 life. We will plink on in and end the turn. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum. We'd love to, like, memory lapse something. But they're going to Kami, conjure some forests, play a forest, I imagine. Oh, crazy, would you look at that? We can't counter that because it's an ability rather than a spell. I think I am going to send one lightning bolt at them just for the surveil. Okay, we will be getting a Death Shadow. Nice. We'll run that out. It gets it's 13/13 gets -X, so it does survive at this point. There's a desert, some snowy areas, what looks to be a coral region, but above the water. Okay. Another place that looks like it's extremely high in the air and sewer-looking place. Intriguing. Coral above the water. So, sea levels have been dropping from some sort of catastrophic environmental event. Okay, so they don't have the Titan this turn. Are they going to do anything, or just let me crack a fetch into a shock and then spelunking? We will happily counter that. 5 pebbles drank the water, probably. That would scan from what you've been talking about. And I guess we don't really care about the surveil since, I like the Darcy, so I think we hold on to the fetch for now, so that we can play the Darcy. And then we attack, and before damage, we crack our fetch to grow our Death Shadow. Let's get another Blood Crypt. Bam. Okay. In every photo, the only thing on the rooms is the Watcher, no other creatures. Spooky! Watching alone. Bum bum bum. Okay, so now they're fetching the Titan. Hopefully we'll be able to Unholy Heat it. But for now, I think we push the empath. No. Oh, right, because it's CMC 3. So we'll see what they get. It's gotta be Titan, I assume. But if they play out another thing, they don't. In that case, we will bolt their face, get 2 Surveil triggers. Second on Holy Heat, we will bin for now. Orcish Bowmasters, I also think. Well, it is an extra damage, but no, we get it in the bin because that's a creature which pumps up our Darcy's. Then Holy Heat is online. Things are flying, so we will pass the turn. We draw a Bauble, let's get the Surveil. Bowmasters to the bin. Deathrite Shaman to the bin. Let's see what we'll draw, because that will inform our choices. Looted Delta. Yeah, but Fatal Push is online, so now we can do that and hold up on Holy Heat. We get other Surveils, ship that off, and I think we're pretty well... I think we've pretty well got this game. Trundle in, and we got him. Now, the campaigns so far take place in the same map, just different times, and Mother Nature can change that ecosystem in that time, making the same areas look vastly different and have different fauna on how the same campaign everything is snowy. Okay. Gotcha. So, same areas, but there's a lot of control over them. Alright, can we get our second win with this, 4th win of the day, so we get maximize our daily gold. In every room you saw did not recognize, meaning that this either happens really forwards or backwards in the timeline, or a new map entirely. Okay. We will keep, and then I think we're trying to Darcy into Thoughtseize. Both are certainly something very different, right? We would love to draw an untapped land so that we can brainstorm. Oh wait, so maybe actually, what if we steam vents? Pay 2 life. We Darcy, and then next turn we can Brainstorm Delta for a Watery Grave or a the Black-Red, and then Thoughtseize off of that. That could work. Because you want to Brainstorm with a fetch up, so that you can get rid of the things that you were least wanting to draw. Even if we're, you know, having to main phase the Brainstorm. Okay, just playing out as the Kami. We like to save our Unholy Heats because they're kind of our only answer to a Titan, save getting it out of their hand with the Thoughtseize. We do draw another fetch, but I think we still want to do the Brainstorm Dealio. Surveil. We would love to draw that Death Shadow, so I think we put back one of the lands and the Lightning Bolt. We'll do it like so. We will fetch, because those Death Shadows are going to be great. Blood Crypt, that was the name I was looking for. Then Thoughtseize also helps us get our life total low. We get another Surveil. I think we ditch the Brainstorm. Ooh. I think we take the Natural Order this time around, because that lets them get it early. No enemies, but in one of them there's food. Don't know if the Watcher is going to be carnivorous or herbivorous, but if the food shown is a Bubble Pop, which is a little rock that pops into a bubble that you can eat. It's usually for herbivorous slugcats. Okay. So an herbivorous Watcher, perhaps. We have instant sorcery land. So a Bauble could be good. Or a creature. Ooh, they're going for Big Hoof. Am I more scared of the Hoof or the Titan? I think the Titan, because it's more likely to come down sooner. I think we Thoughtseize them again. Can get rid of the Bloodstained Mire. Got double Titan. So that's why they went and grabbed the Hoof. I think we've got enough time until Hoof that we can hopefully kill them. So we grab another black land. Probably Blood Crypt. Pay 2. All the Watch reminds you of the Safari mode in the game. Where you can watch the... Oh, that's neat. So just get to peek in on them, since they did such a good job with the AI. And then Treasure Cruise is a sorcery, but we have to delve away some of the other stuff that we worked to get in there. But we also draw 3 cards, which I think is definitely of benefit. Lands, I think, are pretty easy to get in, so we will get rid of all of the lands, and then I think sorcery is the toughest, so we try and leave a Thoughtseize. Oh wait, but Treasure Cruise is a sorcery. I'm an idiot. Don't think we care about the Fatal Push. There, we got an instant back in. Okay. And also possess creatures in that mode. Oh, so you get to walk around like first person. Bowmasters can be interesting since it can snipe off some of their stuff. So we can like Bowmasters Death Shadow. I think I'm kind of okay if I have to trade off the Darcy at this point, because then that's one less thing, one less shadow that they're chumping. 2D platformer? Okay. Oh, come on, take that trade. Take the trade. Yeah. Hell yeah. I think I'm actually super okay with that. 2D platformers seem interesting. So I picked up Jump King recently. That is something that's going to be in the pipeline. But I've not played a whole lot of them. So we don't have Lethal Listern, so I don't think we... I think we just attack. We could ping ourselves with Bowmasters to grow the Death Shadow, but since only one is getting through, that doesn't do as much, so I think we just play this and ping their face. 2D platformer and survival. That is definitely an interesting combination. Also, our shadows are as big as their titans, so maybe that would have been an argument for that could have been an argument for not pinging them but pinging us. Same damage, but our shadows are bigger. Yeah, I think that's what we should have done. But we still got there. Okay. Got all of our daily gold rewards. So, yeah, I guess what I'll do is probably off-stream grind out some more standard. I've been messing around with the toxic deck, and that should get us within striking distance so that no matter what, we can draft off gold tomorrow. And who knows, I might draft again later today as like a little bonus stream, or maybe free rice. I'm thinking about it. Kind of feel like a little extra streaming. I'm gonna look at those pictures in more detail. I hope there's some cool stuff. But yes, today, for now, I will be signing off from Magic because I need to eat food. But I will be back in about an hour and a half for the afternoon stream with some Baba Is You. So thank you all for tuning in. It's been very interesting hearing about Rain World Nobo, and I also appreciate hearing just about how folks' days are going. It's fun. Makes the makes the bad luck with the drafts hurt just a little less. So thank y'all. I appreciate it as always. If I don't catch you for the afternoon stream, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. But for now, bye.